You know those wild, unforgiving mountains out in western Mexico, where the Pacific winds sweep through carrying that weird mix of blood and money on the breeze? That's the kind of place where legends are born straight out of dirt and hard times. Two guys rose up from nothing there. One became El Chavo, this short, magnetic prince who had the whole world glued to his movie-style prison escapes. The other was El Mencho, a true ghost in the shadows, and even his death went off like a bomb. Come on, let's sink deep into their stories, like we're stepping into a real Hollywood thriller, but this one's raw and way too real.
Picture it, 2015, El Chapo's locked away in the ultra-secure Altiplano prison, right in the heart of Mexico. This 5'6" guy with salt and pepper hair is standing under the shower. Water's running, then it suddenly stops. He kicks aside the shower tray, and there it is, a perfect 20-inch hole. Down below stretches a tunnel over a mile long, smooth walls, metal rails, a custom motorcycle waiting, ventilation fans, LED lights, even full electrical wiring. His cartel crew had been digging for months from a house nearby, hitting exactly under his cell. Still in his prison clothes, he grabs a hard hat and headlamp, jumps on that bike, and rides through pitch darkness for 90 minutes straight until he bursts out into a cornfield. Straight up action movie magic. That wasn't even his first escape. Back in 2001 at Puente Grande prison, he squeezed himself into a big laundry cart about 5 feet tall, and the guards just wheeled him right out the front door like it was laundry day. After every breakout, he lived large. Fancy restaurants, that wild interview with Sean Penn, photos with Hollywood stars. He loved the spotlight. He'd say, "I'm like a legend, nobody can hold me." But that same hunger for fame is what finally did him in. They caught him again, shipped him to the US, and now he's in ADX Florence. No windows, no real human contact, just a concrete box 23 hours a day. He's still breathing, but the spark that made him El Chapo, that feels long gone. El Mencho played a completely different game. He never chased cameras or headlines. He stayed hidden deep in the Sierra Madre, spots so remote even Google Maps gets lost. People called him Señor de los Gallos, the Lord of the Roosters. From childhood in Michoacán, he'd been raising fighting cocks, flashy birds with bright feathers, razor spurs, some worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. He'd bet millions on those old-school Mexican cockfights, $500,000 on a single match sometimes. In Siege ING territory, he basically owned the whole scene. Locals swore he loved those birds like his own kids. If one of his favorites lost, he didn't blame the other rooster. He went straight after the owner for payback. It was part rural tradition, sure, but for him, it was pure power. He even kept a private hospital in his tiny village of El Alciwa, population just 200. He'd go there for his own dialysis, but they'd patch up his wounded roosters right beside him. He'd look you dead in the eye and say, "The blood of the rooster is the blood of a man." Same guy who built bomb-dropping drones and shot down military helicopters. Yet, at night, he'd slip on simple shepherd clothes and head to the fights like any regular guy from the hills. Then, on February 22nd, 2026, everything ended in Tapalpa, that quiet resort town near Guadalajara. Mexican Special Forces, acting on solid U.S. intelligence, tracked one of his most trusted female associates. She left, but he stayed. The shootout was intense. 8 bodyguards were killed, and El Mencho himself was wounded. They loaded him onto an army helicopter to rush him to Mexico City, but mid-flight, his heart stopped. 59 years old, the fentanyl emperor gone.
Some outlets described the woman as an OnlyFans model. Officials simply referred to her as a trusted associate. Sound familiar? It's somewhat reminiscent of how one of El Chapo's own wives helped bring him down.
And brother, that's when hell woke up. In under 24 hours, the CJNG exploded like a wounded dragon. More than 250 roadblocks across 20 states. Buses, cars, stores torched. Guadalajara Airport locked down tight. American tourists trapped in hotels. Firefighters showed up with guns just to hose down burning vehicles. Death toll already over 70. 25 National Guard, dozens of civilians caught in the middle. Schools shut, soccer games canceled. Folks on the streets are saying El Mencho's gone, but his spirit's still walking those mountains. His cartel's a ticking bomb now. Wife, Lejfa, son, El Menchito, who already got extradited north, brothers, sons-in-law, all circling for the throne, ready for blood. Some say this could get uglier than Chapo's fall, because CJNG isn't just smugglers anymore, it's a real army. So which legend cuts deeper? El Chapo, with his tunnels and blockbuster escapes, he made the world laugh and tremble, but fame locked him in a cage forever. El Mencho stayed hidden with his drones, his bloody roosters, and his mountain shadows, ruling like a phantom, and even in death he set the country ablaze. One's still alive in a concrete tomb while his story streams on Netflix. The other's gone, yet his empire spreads like a virus through Mexico's veins. In this dark game, there are no winners, just more blood on the ground and wilder stories to tell around the fire. What a brutal, beautiful mess, huh?